up, your Straw Master Lee?
And Lulu.
All right, this year's political battle has gone so crazy. I was just thinking to myself, when is epic rap battles going to do something about it? And sure enough, they did.
Did they really?
Here we are, Trump versus Kamala. And the thing is that I don't know if they can get any more over the top than the reality of what's going on in the political arena. It's gone to like the point where it's just a circus
I shouldn't
show.
laugh because it's really sad.
It's not just sad. It's like stressful. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing about it, right? And this is me just ranting and raving, all right? I don't care which side of the political spectrum you're on because I already picked my side. Mm-hmm. But I will say this, right? With Trump, he's basically opened the doors to basically just telling the biggest whoppers, the craziest things. It is a circus because of him, because that's the way he works. He turns everything to it. It's just like as if it's like a big TV show going for ratings. And the problem with that is when you go for ratings versus say like what you care about in the political arena, it opens a door for everyone to do that because he's getting away with it. He's good at it. And so when everyone starts to think, well, I can do this too, the scariest thing about that is that we now live in a day and age where technology is making it so that information goes about so freely. So it's like everywhere. And it could be packaged up in a meme. It could be packaged up in a TikTok video or even a dance. It doesn't even matter. The reality is that it's now almost impossible to tell what's real and not anymore.
Exactly.
It's just entertainment to the point where I don't know if people really care about the politics anymore. They're just entertained. And that's scary. Because, you know, with AI, right, with the inability to really track information and sources, if you're someone who can get away with just telling one crazy thing after another, people can't keep up. At some point, you're just like, you know what? That doesn't matter. You get so washed with it. You're not thinking about that anymore. You're just thinking about, man, what are people going to come up with next? Like, what's the next line back and forth? Like, who can take it more over the top? And guess what that means? That means both political parties are now caught up in that. Who could take the higher ground? Ain't nobody taking the higher ground no more. And this is just politics, all right? In fact, politics may be just one sliver. If you think about it, every industry, every person now realizes, I don't have to tell the truth about myself anymore. I can create whatever fiction I want about what I want people to believe, like including us reactors.
Yes.
You think this is what we're really like? No.
Funny, and you're laughing
You know
behind
the
the
truth
camera.
behind the truth about us? You wouldn't like us so much.
Oh my God. That is so true. And if you're not very good at looking at the legit source,
it's impossible.
It's
impossible now. It's reached the point where and, I pride myself for doing research. That's been most of my job, most of my life. So everything I do, right, whether it's like buying a house, even getting married, right, in politics, I like to do my research and I like to try to figure out, this is what I do, right? I don't ask myself, who do I believe? I first go like, I don't believe anything I say. I want to validate what needs to be proven true, right? So this way you're much more less prone to being biased. We're in a day and age where you almost impossible to tell. There's so many things that come through to me that now here, like on the news, made me go, I don't know if I would have caught that now. Like scams where like you get phone calls from people, but because it's an AI voice, you really think it's them. I hear like a lot of old people falling victim where like their son's calling them, hey, send me $20,000 and they'll do it. I'm just thinking to myself, would I know the difference? It's not just my mom I'm afraid of. I'm reaching that point where I can't tell the difference, whether it's a real email or not, a real text message from somebody or not. That's the scariest part.
That's scary. Can we ask ChatGPT on that in the future?
That's the problem. It's ChatGPT that's causing the problem. AI
is it?
I guess you didn't get my point. But anyways, that's just a geek perspective there, yo. All right, let's check this out, man. Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris. By the way, if you want to hear more cool reactions, make sure you subscribe.
And if you want some hotness, check out my fantasy show, only for my fans.
Donald.
Oh my God.
That doesn't even look like him.
I've got the best word plays. Ask my supporters. I've got more disabilities than a New York Times reporter. You're a scam. Your whole nomination is a hoax.
Right?
Your party is so pro-choice, they aborted a state's right to vote. Pencil-pushing pussy bows think you could scare me with prison? Get your mugshot and your mugshot. Then come talk to me about convictions. To the radical left, you should be embarrassed. The way you divide our country, I'll call you Camel Toe Harris. Your inflation's got our nation clipping coupons, while it's leaking worse than a wet lab in Wuhan. I had every American's 401k thriving. Stock market's higher than the planes full of migrants you fly in. And don't even try to deny the cognitive decline you were hiding. Prop it up Joe like it was Wicked and Biden. I'm here to teach you what losing to a winner feels like. Ask Pence. I know how to drop a...
I like that
Mike
right there.
Pence. That dropped the mic. That's fucked up, by the way. You think about it. Some dude's vice president ends up going, I wouldn't even vote for this guy. And he's like, he doesn't even care. He's like, whatever. Drop you like Mike.
Mike.
I know you're not all ears, but listen up close. You are JD Vance's beer and level weird. You are gross. You've been bending American decency over a barrel. Giving Lady Liberty the finger like Beasley and Carol in that big creepy house with our secrets stacked in piles. From documents to pedos, you spend too much time with files. Having sleepovers with Laura Loomer? What's going on with you? Can't you afford more than Timu Melania? You failed in your own city. Bank, ballot box, and court. You're home alone too. You lost in New York. I was there on January 6th. It wasn't fun for me. Just like your bowels, I was evacuated suddenly. You are history's least hopeful, presidential hopeful, mood swinging wildly like stock and truth social. I'm here to build bridges from Texas to Niagara Falls.
She's even got better. Wow.
I hope you wrote that commie crap in red because you're taking a huge loss. This is ending worse for you than Afghanistan did for your boss. A man handed you everything you ever did. You couldn't make your own way, couldn't even make your own cake.
Ouch.
Your mommy was absent when you were just a little baby. And if she saw you now, she'd wish she were a childless cat lady. And if your racist landlord daddy wasn't dead to kill him, seeing me living rent-free.
Well, I know how you failed the bar exam after that. I guess the half of you whose job it is to rap isn't black.
Oh, good one. You ketchup-smelling edgelord. You rock the beat softer than Stormy Daniels' headboard.
I can't believe I'm even in a race with this hog. Hope you're in makeup in Ohio, cause they're eating the dogs.
Donald, I'm putting you away like a rapist back in Cali. You should leave this battle early, like the crowds at your
I
rallies.
have all the biggest rallies.
Yeah, well, I've got Taylor Swift.
You're ugly.
You are ugly.
Well, you're a Marxist.
Jumpin' Jesus H. Huckleberry Christ on a crutch. No one wants to fight about politics this month. You, Madam Red, White, and Pantsuit. Don't let getting higher be the greatest thing you ever do. And you, baby back ribs up in heaven. Try not to slide democracy straight to chapter 11. I've come here on the back of my musky antlered beast with a message for whichever one of you sucks the least. This government was founded on self-evident truths. So keep it of the people, by the people, for the people. Boom! More! Poster!
I love the ending there. Oh my god. You know what? I actually like this one the most of all they did because it's slow enough for you to get every pun and digest enough to make you go, oh, damn.
That was hardcore.
That was, you know what? I would say right there, forget about watching all the debates and reading all the news. Just watch
this.
You know all
Summary.
the big issues on what's going on. That must have took a lot of research. I'm going to give him credit. There's been so much crazy stuff going on that, like, how do you parse through what to feature in this? Right? Like, how do you summarize really the whole battle back and forth? And they did. Like, all the major issues was pretty much covered.
There's just a lot of, like, slap in the face there. It's like...
That's basically it. You know what it is? This summarized what is basically happening in the political arena. It's just bitch slapping each other. It ain't even about, like, the valid points. Like, what do you stand for? Like, right? It's not even that. It's like, you Oh, you? It's like, what? Is it a parody anymore? I don't know. I feel like it was a highlight reel of what happened in the last year.
Oh my god.
Freaky deaky.
They're pretty good at acting, the voice even or the move.
I think it would have been better if they did actually get like people from like Saturday Night Live to it, because the people that do Kamala and the people that do Donald Trump, they nail the impersonations. So even like Shane Gillis, I think, does a pretty awesome Donald Trump. But I do agree that, but then you got to know how to rap too. So these
They
guys,
all know how to do it, right?
what, everyone on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, they can sing and they can rap, don't they?
I don't know. I guess so. Yeah, they're talented. Sure. All right.